EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Set, ready? 50, plant. 55, go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He's small.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A gain of 15. First down, Bills.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. You get rock me. You get now. You get rock me. Watch twist. Big rip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, defense, let's go. Go. Hey, Orbit. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A gain of 15. First down, Bills.
Let's go now.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Big gap. X3, 218, snap.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Bravo. Rebuff. Check three. Hey, rock it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, Haywood. Rush in. Five. Yes. Motion.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
On the ready. Match by four. Let's get it together. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Under 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch the shift. Hey, Delta. Watch the shift. 50 go. 54 mark. Check. Watch 54. Hey, pick your game. Go.
2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Alert three.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Murray now. That's complete to White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a first down pickup of 8. Murray now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Murray now to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Here we go. Hey, dude. He's coming. We got time. Rock it. Check 24. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it second down and 11.
Ready? Hey, lock it. Don't get nervous. Slam. Hey, Charlie. Check. Go. Ready?
Second and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now a carry for White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Mark 54. Hey! Hey, check. Yes.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Hey. Watch twins.
Now a handoff looking right. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? 50, plant. Bam. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, Alpha. Go. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Check now. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, wahoo!
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Look at me, zipper!
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here we go, set. 60 or. 54.
They gonna need some therapy.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, echo. Shoot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Head over. You're out. Check. Lucky. Go. Hard.
Hey, watch it.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 57. Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
You better bring 25. Check 25.
Now.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping knowing that they are out in front.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He finds Hopkins complete, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Squeeze, double.
Chris don't travel.
He's coming, double up.
Hey!
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 15. Check.
Hey, Steve 6.
Yeah.
I'm coming after you.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let this one go deep. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 29.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
22. Check. Calvin. First down. Shoot up. Shoot up.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
36. Zoom, zoom. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Go. I think you got it, son. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Check.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Here I come. 29 is a Mike. Front. 29. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Go. Mike 29. Yeah. Watch the twist.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. It's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Back, back, back. Bang, 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 bang. Bang. Go. Five.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bills.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Hey, we gotta go.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We go! 60 or.
Come on, D. Check one.
Protein spill.
He's checking crack.
Look at me. Go up.
Check
Hey, orbit.
Second and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Get the ball. Check 31. Check 31.
Bravo.
54.
Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Go. Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Haywood.
Yep. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands up.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Drake. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, switch gears. Check 3.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready? 30 base.
Mike 5-4.
Now!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Kill. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Undercross.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Murray now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check. 29 is the Mike 29. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long. Yes. It's going to be a long day. Check. Fresno. Echo. 29 go.
To throw is Murray. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
It's complete to Hopkins. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mike 29. Crunch time, defense.
Now Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Yes.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Go on.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Hey.
Give me that ball, defense. Pick the edge. Go. Check 3, check.
Go.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Slam. He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Break.
54. Mike 54. Bandit. SOS.
Rock it.
49. Check 49. Shift. Watch the shift. Be good.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Big grip.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You got 3. Rush in. Check 90.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.